Are we live? I believe I'm live. Good afternoon. Alien disclosure. What's going on, y'all? Disclosure of the aliens. For real. Why now? Little general information. What's going on, y'all? Good afternoon. CSE. Darren Ortiz. A kingdom divided will always fall. The Watchman. What's going on? Now that you're a year older, how do you feel? What's going on, Thigman? Good to see you. Thank you. Looks like they just finished another simulation. Hello, Miss Laura K. Good afternoon. Duttons, you buffering? Anyone up for the big release of that movie next month, Disclosure Day? Well, you reminded me. Good. I'll find it. Probably buffering a little bit now. Hello, Mr. William Newell. Appreciate the information. Disclosure Day. To whom those will listen, good afternoon. Hello, Shika. Mike Smith, how you doing? I hope y'all watched my last video. It was a premiere this morning. Hello, Red Bull Princess. Hope you're having a great, wonderful day. Just stopping in. Thank you. Please hit that thumbs up. Hope it's not buffering, y'all. Hello, Miss K. Laura K. Trying to cover everybody coming in. I appreciate it, y'all. Disclosure Day. When is that? June the 6th? For real. Let's see if I can get that on here. Disclosure Day. I didn't think of everything. I try to come up with a little general information. You know what I mean? I'm happy to see everyone come in. Thank you. June the 12th. Sure it's not the 6-6. Are you sure it's not 6-6? Disclosure. Why now? What's going on? For real? Why? Why now, y'all? I just pulled up several things and hadn't really studied what going to talk about today. We all know it's coming anyway, y'all. For real. Let's play a little. Yeah, let's play that little. Good idea. Appreciate it, y'all. That way I don't forget everything. The official trailer, Disclosure Day. Like, man, what is going on, y'all? Have y'all watched this? I hope you don't hear the background noise. Let me get caught up here in the chat. Yeah. Hello, Spirit Faith End Times. Spirit Faith Ulysses is Project Bluebeam. Yeah, we've been through Project Bluebeam quite a bit. Let me subscribe to you. Quickly, leave you a little comment. I like subscribing. That way I check you out and see what your channel's about, y'all. You might put information out there that I need. If you know what I mean. For real, y'all. All right, I'm coming back with it. I'm a little slow today because my preparation is a little bit low at the moment. Let's play this. It's like 2.5 minutes.
What did you steal?
Secrets. The data they paid me to protect.
Are they people?
No.
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today is today's.
Do you understand what she's saying?
I hear it. It's gibberish. I can't understand it.
And I can.
What's happening to me?
People are starved for the truth. I'm a part of it now. I'm just sorry they made you a part of it too.
Hello, Jane. Please, have a seat.
This 79-year terror campaign of lies has to end.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world.
That truth will upend all established order across the entire world. If you do this, there's no undoing it.
Why would they do this?
When the time is right, everything will become clear.
Whatever happens,
Don't you let go.
Well, my question is, why now? Appreciate y'all hanging in there. Hello, Tina Gasson. Good to see you. Why now? Another question I have is disclosure the great deception. I know we all have opinions and everything, and this is all opinionated. Everyone's opinion is greatly appreciated. Thank y'all. I had a little background music. And I have a few more things to touch on as I go. But that is my question. Like, why now, y'all? Nothing new under the sun. Miss K, good to see you. Super Dave, play the trailer for the Burrows. Well, I had more stuff up here, to whom those will listen. But let me go ahead and look while I'm here. I was going to be live an hour. And if you can hang in there, I would appreciate that too. It says season 1, The Burrows, Netflix official. I wouldn't know which one to play. But I did have a couple other little videos and things to quickly cover. I'm trying to get this down to an hour. The Burrows, season 1, I don't know, but I'll play it just to see real quick because, yeah, I got to hurry up, get to the bus stop by 3:15. Just because you asked for it.
Welcome to the Burrows, where you'll have the time of your life.
Hippie.
Why is everyone so old? Because, honey, this is a special town just for grown-ups.
Mr. Cooper, you'll find the Burrows is not a last chapter. It's a new beginning.
Wait, Mr. Cooper?
Is that the one?
The Burrows is a good place. We take care of each other like a family.
Attaboy, Sam.
Who are these people?
Let me see. To whom those are listening. It hasn't come out yet.
Everybody's trying to figure out what to do with the time you got left.
Look at that sky, life's begun.
I want to fill it with nothing but cocktails.
This name may not be the one. I don't have a clue, y'all. But it doesn't seem alien related. So, yeah, my question is disclosure of aliens. Like, why now? They've come out with even this crazy propaganda videos. Yeah, y'all want to see this? Come on, y'all. I appreciate it. Let me just get to it. Here we go. Them propaganda videos. You know one of the ones I'm talking about, like the Lego videos.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter.
Silence with doors open wide, where people have paid to see inside. For entertainment, they watch his body twist. Behind his eyes, he says, I still exist.
Sun, 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 here we go.
This is the way. This is the way. This is the way. Step inside. This is the way. Step inside. This is the way. Step inside. This is the way. Step inside.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright.
And I picked on the winds of 1,000 or more to pursue in the past that compare with you. Over there, put some jungle and cities on fire. Can't replace or relate, can't release or repair. Take my hand and I'll show you what was will be.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there and staying here. Alien disclosure. Like, why now? Are we in the last days, y'all? You know, they had a meeting in Tennessee, right? Great information coming up. Supposedly now, I have to find it real quick. And they're using pastors. Yeah, like head pastors, propaganda pastors. I would call a lot of them, you know, the ones that kind of like teach false teachings and stuff, don't really align with the Bible. A lot of these people on TV, even, which a lot of this is just my opinion. You may watch a pastor for years on TV, not realizing, you know, that they're part of the propaganda, let's say. The answer remains the same. Jesus Christ is Lord over it all. As the disclosure begins to unfold, many may have serious questions. They're using pastors, y'all. I mean, they're using the church. A lot of pastors will fall for it for the money or whatever. Let's say, you know, a lot of pastors don't care about just, you know, the money, and they want to stand behind the truth. But ultimately, you know, they're going to use the church, pastors, anybody in religion, let's say, you know, pretty much. You know, the Methodist Church started allowing LBGQ many years ago, things like that, bringing the world into the church. Let's say, as the disclosure begins to unfold, many may have serious questions. Ultimately, the disclosure long game is aimed at the deity of Jesus. They want to replace Jesus. Let's say, you know, we're doing our best to bring this out of the shadows and stand on the truth of God's word. I won't play that video. I've done played a couple videos and used your time up. We're at 2:14. How long we into it? Let me go back and look. Almost 20 minutes. I wanted to keep this to an hour. I'll read your comments here in a minute. Is this the great deception? Nothing wrong with asking questions, you know. Alien disclosure. Yeah. Project Bluebeam, whatever they're going to use. Even people are saying some of the things I've been saying about this central casting, about this beast and these aliens within the earth, let's say. But anyway, the great deception in Revelation and Thessalonians 2 is prophesized end times delusion, where through demonic signs and wonders may be seduced into worshiping the Antichrist and accepting the mark of the beast. Think about that a minute, y'all. This strong delusion is portrayed as God's judgment on those who reject the truth. You see it right here. You look it up if you have any doubt. Revelation 13 and Thessalonians 2, you know, Second Thessalonians. It's in the Bible, y'all. I'm not trying to here to be a teacher or anything. I'm just trying to put basic information. It seems kind of aligned with these end times, let's say. Yeah, let me read the chat a little bit, y'all, because I learned from y'all. And I could be missing something. But as we go along, I'm sure there'll be a part 2 and maybe a part 3. Because as we approach the alien disclosure, you know, it is foretold if this is the great deception, let's say, and the end times. You know what I'm saying? They are merchants of the earth. Yeah. People are getting the Stockholm syndrome for real. Most preachers of religion are about the money. I believe it, Mike Smith, because, yeah, I've watched preachers raise $8,000 just for the birthday, you know, in the congregation. Like this is going to be the greatest birthday, you know, while others in the church need something, you know. I believe a lot of them's about the money. Yes, bring it on already. This is one of the big deceptions for sure, says those who will listen. Is it the great deception? Thanks, Super Dave, for the info. You're welcome. I'm going to proceed because I don't want to use my hour up so quick without information being put out there. Just saying, y'all, yeah, let's keep going. I really appreciate your hour time and everything. Pastor Perry Stone, a large number of pastors were invited to a meeting with individuals from the U.S. government telling them to prepare for UFO disclosure. And they're using certain words, certain information that they will not put out. Let's say, I don't know if y'all ever watched Perry Stone. I have. I mean, the man sounds gay and everything. I never really took, everything that he says to the bank, let's say. There's going to be a release concerning aliens. You need to prepare your people. For anybody, let's say even a pastor, to go and file for this disclosure, alien disclosure, when they could relate all this to the Bible, instead they're going by what the government. I mean, really? I would consider a man of God that's not going by what the government is telling them to do.
I had a friend that sent me a text message. I was in a meeting, a weekend meeting, preaching Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. And he said, Perry, can you give me a call? I have some information that has come to my attention. Of course, when a friend of yours does that you know quite well, you have no idea what information they're talking about. And I'm not going to go into great detail, but there were a large number of pastors that had been invited to go to a certain state to hear some men in the United States government and others share with them a concern that they had. And this particular man, and I'll not name him, and then we may end up doing some teachings with him or having an event at his church. He has a great church. But he said, Perry, what they're about to release, from what we're hearing, there's going to be a release concerning aliens and concerning unidentified flying object spacecraft, that some of the people who were in the meeting were telling us as pastors, you need to prepare your people and you need to get ready to answer them for what you're about to hear being released. And some of it has to do with crafts that have been discovered that are not allegedly a part of our planet, and the materials they're made of are not a part of our planet. Very strange reptilian-looking creatures and other things that almost sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or an Orson Welles book.
Yeah. Does he really believe it? Hello, Gary Burns. Soul 7 Music. Good to see y'all. Thank you. I missed somebody. I know I did. The Bible changes is another huge deception to those who listen. That's part of the deception, I'm sure. Mandela effect, whatever they want you to believe. Sharing message. Good to see you. But they are now saying this all may change your belief system. Something I've been saying around here for the last couple months, let me say, just because a lot of people's coming up with these new names, saying that you can be a God, changing the gospel of the Bible and all this. And a lot of people's like picking up on it and starting to believe all that. I'm like, man, I need to believe I'm old fashioned, you know. What will save my, you know, what is my salvation? Let's say, you know, from what I was originally, you know, through faith, what I've experienced and everything, who I know God to really be, and the Son of Jesus Christ. Just saying, you know, not to allow this new worship, this new church, this new way. That's what they're doing. I mean, pretty much trying to invent a new way. But let me keep going because, yeah, a lot of this will be repeated. Some of it, a small group of prominent pastors claimed they were privately briefed by individuals connected to the U.S. intelligence about upcoming release tied to unidentified aerial phenomenon and possible non-human life. Breaking. After secret government briefing, pastors say UFO revelations may challenge our beliefs. Yeah, of course, because they want to bring in the new world order and everything, you know, supposedly, theoretically, yeah, tie all religions together and things like that. Prominent U.S. pastors claimed they were secretly briefed by intelligence officials to prepare churches for upcoming UFO and alien life disclosures ordered by President Trump. They warned the revelations, possibly including videos and reports of non-human craft, could cause some Christians to abandon their faith. The warnings come amid political and public debates linking extraterrestrial claims to biblical narratives. How about that? Biblical narratives. For real? What about their narrative? They're always interfering with their narrative, you know? Like, they're trying to change everything, you know? For real, y'all. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all. It's crazy, y'all. Trying to think through all this. Hello, Darren Ortiz. Christians, be ready. They will come after us all. I believe that. I believe that because Christians around the world are persecuted. You can't share the Bible in Britain. Things like that, you know, on the street. You could go to jail. Different things like that. They don't really want the Bible belief out there, you know. Greetings, Super Dave. Likewise, good to be here. Thank you. This is all opinionated. You're getting my opinion and the people's opinion in the chat. Your opinion is always welcome as long as you keep it civil and respectful, you know. And most people are civil and respectful, y'all. I really believe that. Because Glenn Beck, he had something to say about it, and I'm not going to play all that. I might read a little piece of it. I know Glenn Beck, you know, holds back because he has to. It's all FCC related stuff and can't let the government stuff out the bag and things like that. So he always goes around. He's one of the most truthful people out there, even though he holds back a lot of information. Out of all the headlines this year, this one may take the cake. Government insiders ask a group of pastors to meet at an Airbnb in Tennessee to get briefed on reptilian aliens. Apparently, they're worried about that Christians would question their faith if an alien said it was all made up. See, a lot of you people already knew this stuff, that they were going to come back and say that Christianity was made up, the Bible was made up, that they've gave us the wrong stuff, the wrong information to begin with, you know, and they want to come and correct it. So that's pretty much what he's saying here. I'd question the government and the alien way before I doubted my faith. But I don't think I'm buying it. You're telling me that the government knows lizard people exist, but they're still focused on the next election. Then again, it would make the existence of Gavin Newsom and Nancy Pelosi finally make sense. That's like a 7-minute video. I won't play it. I wish I could. Sit here like 2 hours. But I got a little bit longer, 30 something minutes, something like that, y'all. Let's keep going because I put this information up here, whether if you come or go or whatever. I appreciate you being here. I mean, information is vital. Try to get as much information as we can concerning. That way, you know, there's a delusion coming, you know. Christian Zionist pastor who attended the secret meeting with government officials about how to reveal the existence of aliens. Yeah, they're going to use churches also. Like, if there's really aliens, why aren't they out there now that we're like in my front yard? UFOs, why aren't they flying around now? You know, why has it got to come after the fact that they bring this subject up and want to disclose this information to the public? Think about it, y'all. Because suddenly, probably, if it's Project Bluebeam, let's say, yeah, once this information is disclosed, they're going to feel like free to use the technology, holograms or whatever it might be. Let's say, at least that's what I say. Yeah, let me start because I'm going to just read this real quick. The Trump administration is going to attempt to make history. You know, he wants to be known as the greatest president ever, right? He says many Christians will be taken captive by this, and he, along with other pastors, need to speak about it first. I don't really know what this guy's going to say, but it's like a minute and 52 seconds.
We need to get this in front of every believer, every Christian that we possibly can. This year, there is coming a massive disclosure. The truth, as the government knows it, about UFOs and UAPs is going to be disclosed to the population. The Trump administration is going to attempt to make history in an historic announcement where they're going to say that these non-terrestrial interdimensional beings are real and that we do have unexplained phenomenon among us. This is going to be huge. Many so-called Christians are going to be taken captive by it. We have got to speak on this first. They need to hear it from us first. They need to hear from us what the Bible has to say about it. This is an urgent call to every pastor and church leader, including the ones who mocked me when I released this book and said I'd gone off the deep end. Of course, they didn't read the book. They didn't know what I said about it. It's time for every single pastor to teach on this. What does the Bible say about non-human entities? Now, you have noticed that the language has changed in these Department of Defense meetings as well as in these congressional hearings. They're no longer saying extraterrestrial. They're saying non-human entities. Are there non-human entities in the Bible who attempt to influence mankind? The answer to the question is yes. Are there non-human entities who use mechanisms of transport of some kind in order to travel? And the answer to that is yes. Elijah, his servant's eyes were open and he saw the host of heaven and their chariots, thousands of them. Elijah was taken up in a chariot of fire. Well, why do they need a chariot? What's the purpose of a chariot? Couldn't they just grab him, take him up there? I don't know. All I know is the Bible says that it's there.
I know not everybody believes the way I believe. A lot of people do believe, you know, God exists and his son, Jesus Christ. Non-human entities. Is there somehow you feel like that something there got twisted? Alien disclosure with the government, non-human entities. The Bible does speak of entities, non-human entities, right? Fallen angels, things like that. Demons, non-human entities. You know, think outside the box, y'all. Don't let it confuse you, because that's where they will come around when they start this alien disclosure and be like, you know, they're easy to confuse everybody, you know? Just saying, you know. Details on the pastor meeting include crimes committed by the government and disclosure population. That's might be a little bit too long. Let me see if I can keep going with another one because I'm eating my time up, y'all. Yeah, somehow I get thrown around by StreamYard. StreamYard is crazy, y'all. And now yeah, it's what they do to me. They're taking my videos down now. What happened? I just lost all my videos. For real. I think I can open it back up. I'm trying. Yeah, but it took my StreamYard too. They put it on another. Come on, y'all. The things they do to me. Well, I catch up on that here. Here I am. Enter the studio. They out here closing tabs. Hello, Daryl Calhoun. Good to see you. Work with the government to keep their tax exempt 5013Cs. Let's hope I don't get an echo. Let me know if you have an echo. I do. How did they? I don't think I ever had this to happen. But somehow my StreamYard is hooked into another tab now, outside of the tabs that I was working on. Let me see if I can read a little bit of the information as I go along. Aliens aren't coming, they are here, and they are living in the oceans. A lot of aliens supposedly are living in the oceans. Any echo, y'all? 5x5. Yeah. Are these like ships of ours coming out of the ocean? Or are these really aliens or entities? FBI Director Kash Patel says UFO documents are being released soon. They're going to be publicly releasing this information. We are all for it. You're going to start seeing those releases literally happening in the very near future. Yeah, I'll just keep going and read some of this. And I had something really weird here, but I don't really have it to be able to show it. Let me see if I can work a little bit around. Yeah, thank y'all. And this other thing, Pastor Larry Ragland. We will see Jesus appearing in the sky as a false rapture as they push the alien narrative. Pastor Larry Ragland warns about the coming alien disclosure. We're going to see UAPs. We're going to see UFOs. We're going to see things coming up out of the water. Factor in AI, deep fake technology, Project Bluebeam, and advanced drones. Now it will be almost impossible to know what's real and what's not real. This pastor predicts we could soon see Jesus appearing in the sky as part of a false rapture, pushing the idea that aliens seeded humanity and that religious figures were part of their plan. What do you think is really behind the UFO push? How would you respond if you saw this unfold? Could you even tell from reality to projection anymore? Could you even tell from reality to projection? A lot of these projections look animated, in my opinion. I don't know even where my StreamYard went, y'all. I laugh because I try to get like, man, something going on, y'all. Like, why did they do this to me? You know, I can't even get my information up right. But yeah, Disclosure of aliens, like why now? Is it because Donald Trump is in office and he wants to be known as the greatest president? Why don't they just get the military out and like start shooting them down, and get rid of them and tell them there's no room for aliens? For real, y'all. I had some deep information too, concerning the end times. I done lost my information, y'all. One of the weirdest live streams I've ever experienced. I won't take your whole hour. Let's read a little bit more, y'all. They were yeah. I even had more information about reptilians and my theology of these reptilians and this beast that live and that live, I believe, in the ground. And they're talking about this King Solomon, the east wing of the White House, right? Is Donald Trump King Solomon? I keep asking that. But under this ballroom, the bell room, y'all, there's something under there. They're claiming for the military in the ground. I have an opinion on that, of course. Super Dave always has an opinion. Is that where they're going to house aliens and maybe the beast? I'm talking about a living beast. Let me read. Is the alien in the Epstein file? I don't know, Matt Davis. Real. The Watchman. I hate to cut this short, y'all, because I've lost my information. Sharing message, laughing is more graceful and looks good on you. Well, thank you. I laugh a lot to get through. Daryl Calhoun, maybe our reality now is in season 3. Good information. Thank you, Duttons. I appreciate it. John P., good to see you, man. Thank you. I might come back later after I get all this straightened out because I'm clicking stuff and I can't really figure out what's going on, with this StreamYard crap. They were eating the parakeets. You think so, huh? For real? No, because no man could ever be as wise as King Solomon. Okay. Soul 7 Music. Don't you think he thinks he's as wise as King Solomon? I almost feel like it's my fault for being active in the chat. AI has a vendetta against me, as I do with it. I think it has a vendetta against all of us that try to speak the truth. Soul 7, hello, Voy. The beast lives, sir. The beast lives in Geneva, Switzerland. Yeah. Isn't that the beast pit under CERN? There is a pit under CERN, the beast pit. Very possible. I mean, I believe it is. Just saying, yeah. But don't even pay attention to UFOs and aliens. Y'all have a great day. Come back later, Dave. I'll try to do that. I try to get my videos and more information. When people have more time and everything. Pete Hegseth, most likely suspect for the false prophet. He has the Crusader tattoos he talked about putting up on the third temple, and he gave false pulp fiction scriptures. Did he? Yeah, I remember you was talking about it in another live stream there, The Watchman. Super Dave, love you, brother. Thank you, Gary Burns. Thank you for all you do. I think StreamYard is like tied into Google. And if it's something they don't want you talking about, they'll mess you up. Which I may be a targeted individual. I don't even know, y'all. And somebody behind the scenes could be messing with my stuff, my computer, or whatever. I feel like at times frequencies are hitting me double, and tries to pull my energy and a lot of things out of my life. I try to ignore it and just go on and just go on with what I believe and what I want to put out there, I'm like, your rules, I get it, but I know how to talk around some of it. And I still believe information should be put out there no matter what, even if they don't like it, Just saying, y'all, yeah. What's so great about the tribulation anyway? The great tribulations. The great tribulation. What is so great about it? Is it in the Bible? Think about it. Are we under a great delusion? Like, even with this new virus, all these things to take our minds and our thoughts, to direct our attention, look over that way. While in the meantime, they're setting it up. If there's a lockdown with the new virus, if there's a lockdown with energy, any of it, very soon, anytime within the next month or two. Because if you look back in 2019, when they was starting to lock down in 2020, they were setting up 5G in schools. They were putting things up behind our back. 6G is coming next, to set up their delusion, That's what they do, y'all. They change the subject. They get everybody looking that way while we're supposed to be looking this way and knowing what's going on. We don't even halfway know what's going on. I get it, y'all. A lot of times, most of the time, we are far behind, because they already got it set up by the time we walk into it, But at least we can see these things that are coming, whether if our timing is tied in exactly, to the time that we should be not reacting, let's say. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Read between the lines. Y'all have a good day. I appreciate it, y'all. I'm sorry if I wasted any of your time. Hopefully there'll be a part 2. Everything just got messed up, like halfway in the stream. Somehow all my tabs are gone and everything got flipped around. It's crazy, y'all.